Hello there, you lovely people. Today we'll be talking about Lego Ninjago, the movie, the video game. Oh man, talk about a tongue twister. Now I know what you're thinking. Why are we talking about a Lego game? Well, in my extensive research to learn how to close a door, I have not yet figured out how to open one. So in the meantime, let's talk about a Lego game. The moment you load up the game, it gives you this really old Chinese movie vibe. It has the atmosphere in my opinion, and I think it's a really neat touch. After pressing the start button, there's so much to look at. Characters are fighting each other, posing, a flying giant robot comes in at some point. I feel like it really grabs your attention. It's if you're willing to sit there and wait for the cool stuff to happen. But other than that, I think it's a really nice opener. Speaking of grabbing your attention, the story had mine for the most part. In my opinion, arguably the weirdest part of the game is its story. Now the problem with the story isn't the story itself, it's how the story is told. Every Lego game I played up to now has either had a decent or good story, and this was no different. Quite frankly, out of all the Lego games I've played, this is one of my favorite stories. But you have a problem when one of the biggest ways the game breaks your immersion is through how the story is told. One minute you're in an in-game cutscene, and then randomly a clip from the movie appears. Making matters worse, each version has different voice actors. I feel like they could have found a way to get around this. It just feels so awkward and out of place. But besides that, the story here is quite good, and I left this one satisfied. Now the gameplay. The gameplay, in my opinion, is probably one of the best parts of the game. Now hold your horses. The gameplay is nothing crazy, it's not revolutionary in the slightest, but I think it's perfect for what the game is going for. Lego games have a lot of button mashing, and I think this one is really no different. But the gold here really lies in how they change the formula just enough to keep it unique so it doesn't get boring, and just enough so it isn't like every other Lego game. It can be janky at times, but I don't think that takes away from how fun it can be, and is the only Lego game that implemented the combo system in a decent way. Most Lego games have a combo meter. The higher the combo, the more studs the enemies drop. Problem is, the combat isn't built for building combos, so you usually drop it or you can never get it high enough for it to actually be a useful mechanic. Now, I don't know anyone personally that plays Lego games for the combat. However, this is the only Lego game that I think has a fun and unique combat system. But I should say, other than Lego City Undercover, which I think does a really good job with its combat as well. But that's for another video and another time. Alrighty, the levels in the hub world, arguably one of the most important parts of a Lego game. Now, this game tackles its levels and hub world in a way that I was not used to or expecting. I didn't love it, and I didn't hate it either. I think it's just fine. In a typical Lego game, you have your story missions and a full open world for you to explore. And if you want to revisit the story missions, you can do something called free play, which allows you to replay with new characters and abilities so that you can get all the collectibles you may have missed. Now, in this game, each level is its own little hub world, and after fully completing the story, each one opens up to be fully explorable with side quests, races, gold bricks, and minifigs. Now, it was quite frustrating going back and forth to other hub worlds because the load times. Now, I'm playing on a PS4, and I don't have a PC or Xbox to compare the load times to, but I can say that they are quite long on PlayStation. Other than that, I did quite enjoy my time in each of the hub worlds, my favorite one being the Snowy Mountain. I had a lot of fun exploring each one. All of them are different in their own way, either because of the layout or biome. I never felt like I was in the same place at any time. Character selection. I don't have much to say about this one. The character selection in this game, I mean, it's fine. It's mostly just reskins of the ninja. It does its job perfectly fine. I really don't have any complaints about it. Alrighty, the completion bonus. I love completing games, but sadly, when it comes to completing Lego games, the completion bonuses are never that great. And this holds true for this game as well. All you really get is the gold ninja, and that's about it. It was super disappointing, but I wasn't surprised. Overall, I do think it's a good game, and if you are a Lego fan, I definitely do recommend checking it out. It was not as bad as I thought it was going to be, and it was much better. I did go in with really low expectations though, but I came out on the other end very satisfied. I had a great time with it, and I definitely recommend it to any Lego fan out there. Alrighty, this is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like, leave a comment, tell me your favorite part of the video. Tell me if you played the game, if you didn't, if you liked the game, if you don't even like Lego game, just whatever. Tell me, if you have any video ideas, throw them in the comments below. This was really fun to make, but took me a really long time. I'm a very big noob at this whole YouTube thingy, just trying things out, and I was just like, hey, I want to make a video on Lego Ninjago, so that's what I did. I hope you enjoyed. Wherever you are in the world, stay safe, stay happy, and I'll catch you on the flip side. See ya.